dazzling fortunes, political influence, mistreatment of workers, and hidden crimes? These families sure know how to do whatever it takes to preserve their wealth. The richest family in the world 2023. Number 10. The Boehringer von Bombacs. The German family Boehringer von Bombach has an estimated wealth of $59 billion. I bet they have money coming out of their ears. Most of their wealth comes from the pharmaceutical company Boehringer Ingelheim, founded in 1885 by Albert Boehringer. Just imagine all the money they've been accumulating since then. The family has continued in the pharmaceutical business for 5 generations and currently leads in medicines for lung diseases and AIDS. Among their most popular products are the medications Pradaxa, an anticoagulant, and Spiriva, a bronchodilator. Hubertus von Bombach is the current CEO of the company, which has 50,000 employees worldwide, a true army. Speaking of armies, there's a small botch on this family's record. At one point, the company Boehringer Ingelheim was criticized for allegedly collaborating with the Nazis. How frightening. Number 9. The Thomsons. With the wealth of $61 billion, the Thomsons are the richest family in Canada. Their company, Thomson Reuters, is a major media conglomerate that includes the well-known news agency Reuters and the Toronto-based newspaper The Globe and Mail. It all began in 1930 when Roy Thomson opened a radio company in Ontario. What was once a simple broadcaster turned into a full-fledged empire. The company's leadership has been passed down from generation to generation, like a media monarchy. Currently, the company's CEO is Roy Thomson's grandson, David Thomson, who, along with his relatives, owns 2/3 of Thomson Reuters' assets. In just 2021, the company had over $6 billion in profits. I bet they have no trouble making ends meet. Number 8. The Cargill Macmillans. What began as a grain storage depot is now one of the largest agricultural companies in the world. This is a fairy tale in which grains turn into millions of green bundles. Currently, Cargill Incorporated is responsible for producing, processing, and marketing various types of food. It sells meat to China, burgers to McDonald's, and sweeteners to Coca-Cola. The family behind it, the Cargill Macmillans, has a fortune of $65.2 billion. How many grains can you buy with that kind of money? Enough to feed the whole world. Their names derive from their founder, William W. Cargill, and his son-in-law, John H. Macmillan. The family has been involved in the company for 6 generations and is known for its commitment to sustainability and philanthropy. Isn't it adorable to see how they care for the environment while amassing their mountains of money? However, they've also faced serious criticism regarding their impact on deforestation as they purchase soy from producers who damage vast stretches of the Amazon rainforest. Number 7. The Wertheimers. Have you heard of the legendary fashion designer Coco Chanel? Let me tell you that this genius needed a massive financing because the magic of haute couture only happens with a ton of money. The one who financed her was Pierre Wertheimer, whose descendants own the Chanel Company, a prominent fashion house that still maintains iconic products like the Chanel Little Black Dress or the Chanel No. 5 perfume. The scent of exclusivity is in the air. Currently, the Wertheimer family has a fortune of $79 billion. Brothers Alain and Gerard Wertheimer are now co-owners of the company and manage a global empire with over 300 stores worldwide and more than $11 billion in annual sales. A river of money flows towards them relentlessly, but it hasn't stopped them from being criticized for using tax evasion strategies. Well. Number 6. The Ambanis. This Indian family has a wealth of $94 billion. The source of their fortune is Reliance Industries Limited, a massive conglomerate with divisions in energy, petrochemicals, textiles, and telecommunications. After the founder Dhirubhai Ambani's death, his son Mukesh Ambani took over as chairman. Mukesh's brother, Anil Ambani, oversees telecommunications, a sector in which they unleashed a true price war. Upon entering the market, Jio Platforms, the telecommunications arm of Reliance Industries, offered 6 months of free internet to its customers. A real frenzy. Mukesh Ambani is also the owner of Antilia, a 27-story skyscraper-like mansion with 9 high-speed elevators and 3 helipads, valued at $2 billion. And all this is just a short distance from the slums of Mumbai. Antilia even has a room filled with snow inside. Wouldn't you want to escape the hot Indian weather in your private snow-filled haven? Number 5. The Al Sauds. The royal family of Saudi Arabia has a wealth of $105 billion. Their wealth comes from the extensive oil reserves in Saudi Arabia, a country they've ruled since 1932, when Abdul Aziz Al Saud conquered and unified it. Oil has led the king's office, known as the Royal Diwan, to provide significant allowances to the Saud family, which has increased the wealth of its members year after year. They total around 15,000 individuals, many of whom are involved in businesses and have received government contracts. Conflict of interest? What's that? As the ruling house of Saudi Arabia, the family has been criticized for women's rights issues and for using oil money to spread their conservative ideology by financing extremists. Moreover, they've been implicated in human rights concerns, notably highlighted by the dismemberment of journalist Jamal Khashoggi by agents of Prince Mohammed bin Salman. But who needs a clear conscience when you have money to cleanse it? Number 4. The Hermes. The Hermes family has a wealth of $112 billion. Their fortune comes precisely from Hermes, a fashion and luxury goods house that has dazzled the world with its scarves, ties, and exclusive perfumes. Not to mention the iconic Kelly and Birkin bags, true symbols of luxury. This company was founded in 1837 by Thierry Hermes and originally specialized in making harnesses for European nobles, including the Russian Tsar himself. In the 20s, they diversified by producing handbags and high-fashion garments. Currently, Axel Dumas, a member of the 6th generation of the Hermes family, is the CEO and manages this empire with over 300 stores. Be careful, as you might stumble upon one of their stores at any moment, and the price of their items could lead you to max out your credit card. Hermes' annual revenue is $8 billion. Not bad at all. However, Hermes has been criticized for using exotic animal skins in their designs, such as crocodile leather. But what does it matter if a little animal is killed in the name of fashion? Or the billions. Number 3. The Kochs. The majority of their $128.8 billion in wealth comes from Koch Industries, a conglomerate of companies with interests in energy, chemicals, manufacturing, and petroleum. Fred Koch started this business in the 1940s, and when he passed away, his 4 sons had serious disagreements. In the end, only 2 remained in charge, Charles and David Koch. The latter passed away in 2019, leaving Charles as the sole owner in control of the company. The Kochs are famous and criticized for using their money to fund climate change deniers, organizations that attack unions, and conservative politicians in order to promote economic policies that favor them. Who needs votes when you have enough millions to impose your ideas? Number 2. The Mars. Sweets. That's the source of the Mars family's $160 billion, whose fortune traces back to when Frank Mars started selling molasses in 1902. Who would have imagined that those simple sweets would be the beginning of a money-making factory? Now this family owns Mars Incorporated, the producer of Mars bars, M&Ms, and Snickers. An empire built on calories. The company has diversified and ventured into other areas, such as pet care, and it operates the dog food company Pedigree. Who better to lead a dog food company than the experts in making sweets? Even after 4 generations, many members of the Mars family hold high positions within the company. Before we continue, you might be wondering, what about the powerful Rockefeller family? The immense fortune of this family is divided among over 70 heirs and is estimated at only $8.4 billion. They didn't even make it into the top ranks. What a pity. Now, focus your attention on the screen because it's time to meet the family with the most zeros in their bank accounts. Number 1. The Waltons. The Walton family has $247 billion in their possession. Their source of wealth is the retail store Walmart, which was founded by Sam Walton in Arkansas in 1962. In 2002, for the first time in its history, Walmart topped the list of the largest companies in the United States. And by 2022, it had 10,500 stores worldwide, with 4,720 of them in the United States. Walmart amazes with the enormity of its stores and how well stocked they are. Who needs amusement parks when you can go to Walmart and enjoy endless hours of shopping? It's like a paradise of products you never knew you needed. The company generates over $500 billion in annual sales. Currently, the Waltons own only 47% of the company, but that's more than enough to maintain their status as the richest family in the world. Walmart has been praised for its low product prices, but criticized for its labor practices such as unjustified mass layoffs, disregarding 8-hour workdays, unpaid overtime, and workplace harassment. But come on, they must be complaining employees who don't want to be team players. And you, are you also about to inherit a millionaire company? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because there's a lot more content for you. See you in the next video.